We're live.
Don't look
We're
at
live, but
uh
we're not ready to be live.
uh
No error 1000? What's that?
uh
How? How is this even possible?
uh
It's magic.
what the
Amazing.
hell?
Oh my. Hello everyone.
Hello everybody, welcome to Foxes and Coffee. Somewhat interesting conversations and doodling and stuff and things.
Hello Kirasaka Joe. And Furry Baron, that's great to hear that you're having your last early shift at your job. I heard you're going for a new one. I hope it's gonna be great. Hi Phoenicia.
I'm
Good to have you here.
I'm still flabbergasted that this thing worked in the
Yeah,
first
you're
go.
right.
I mean, what? Let's see. I don't know. It's we're live on every bit and thing.
It's actually working.
That's the first time in how long?
When did
For
we
the
start
first
streaming?
time in forever.
I think the first 3 or so streams went by easy, but
Yes, and so that was in March.
that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh no, it worked indeed. No, oh no, it worked. Usually I'm still fighting error 1000 or the unnamed error, which I still don't like very much. I mean, at least error 1000 told you, oh look, there's an error. But nope, no error.
Hmm.
Well, we've
Troubleshooting
had a
101.
couple
What
of
did you
times
change to?
without...
What did you change to get these results? Well, as some interested, well, some keen-eyed persons could see, I'm in a different room right now. So,
Mm-hmm.
in a way, I moved and I'm currently on a different provider. I'm still in the same house, but a different provider from else.
Yeah, which is funny.
Which also brings me to another important part. If the stream craps out or has choppy, low bitrate, etc., 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 apologies. There was a technical mishap where one of the switches didn't want to work with the modem. So,
Yep, correct.
ISP shouldn't be the cause because it usually it doesn't do the same when I stream on the same ISP on the other channel. So there's something Twitch related or maybe Restream related, but it's a technical miracle.
Yeah.
Miracle. Yes.
Masterpiece? Masterpiece.
Yeah.
The new provider
Marvel.
The new provider is Ziggo, and the old provider is T-Mobile. So I'm on T-Mobile, else is on Ziggo.
Yep. Which is funny because Jay wanted to use Ziggo. Because he was really enthusiastic about not having to use T-Mobile anymore. Because it's internet that often decides to stop, at least on this location.
Oh, sweet irony. It might be Scratch, though right now I have closed the door behind me, so Scratch can't get in.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so changing locations might work. I mean, there's one nice internet of UTP cable running through the entire house now.
Yeah.
Again, technical issues, but hey, it works for now, I think, and it hopefully won't crap out. So, we'll see.
Yep. Interesting developments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what's new?
Well,
Something about fiber optic.
Oh, Furry is flexing right now, like, you DSL or cable peasants, I have the mighty fiber.
Yeah, that everyone wants.
Yeah. Well, aren't they putting down fiber here in the neighborhood as well? If so, I might be interested.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Venetia went to Fantasy Fest today? Yesterday?
Ah, how was it? How was it?
Well, she...
Let's see.
Hey,
Hello,
Koneko!
Koneko.
Oh,
Also,
Doctor is also on the fiber optic. All these fancy people here.
well, it can't be more fancier than us because I'm currently using
Oh,
a
nice.
limited edition mug, which is a special one.
Abunai one.
Yes, another one. One from last year, actually. Hi, Corey.
Hmm. Well, not from last year, but from the last year.
Last edition.
The last year.
the last cheer.
Oof.
Ooh.
The last cheered? Really?
Start
Just
with
kidding.
Well, I like stable internet, and this seems to work
Nah,
for
who
a bit.
likes that nowadays?
Good evening, little Cory.
Yes, good evening. So,
And
what
Phoenicia says it was very nice to be at an event again.
I can imagine. By the way, for whoever is wondering, we are drawing Luna once again, and glad Kaneko that you like how she's turning out. Which is one of the Inktober's. Some of you might have already noticed that not every day had an Inktober. This has a reason. I was so fully packed with work, and also new things came up that I hadn't anticipated on. So I decided, also for my health, that I would probably have to accept that I cannot finish Inktober in time. I will, however, finish every drawing that is connected to a prompt, so that there will be a complete volume 4 of October. But I think that with all I've learned in therapy, it's better to stay healthy and sane than to have something finished that you decided to work on because you just wanted to. I do struggle with accepting that, but I also think it is the wiser decision to do. And I also think it is better for the work I create, because as soon as I decided that I was not going to draw every day of Inktober in October, my work suddenly started getting better for Inktober, which is funny because it takes the biggest part of the pressure off. And there's just a lot going on. I have to finish things for Abunai because, as many of you know, it will be in February instead of August. Which is gonna be awesome, but things have to be right and finished. And there's this Moluccan project I am working on that really needs to get the right attention, since the whole comic has to be finished. Also in not in February, but in March. So that's a lot.
And there's more good news.
Yes, there's some very good news.
But wait, there's more health stuff.
There is?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Also need to say that before we go to the good news, I always start with the bad news, and maybe it's a nice seg to the good news. But last week I noticed I couldn't even do anything anymore. Health-wise, I was having issues as well, seeing as I've got a lot of things on my plate right now. So I decided to scale things down a bit, which unfortunately means that the Till Review movie will be later. I don't know when, but I'm going to take it easy because I am not able to push through, because that will damage my health, which I do not like. And seeing as you should practice what you preach, I decided it's still going to happen, but I'm going to take my time with it, and it's going to be good. But there's also a bright side. on the next convention, I have to do something to counteract it. I'm going to wear that wonderful tail.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to the good news.
Mm-hmm.
Dot dot dot.
Who's gonna say it? Who's gonna
Do
say
you
it?
guys know what our next convention will be?
Should we put up a poll and stretch this one out a bit?
Oh yeah, let them guess.
No, really, should I put up a poll? RiotCon.
Woo! We
RiotCon.
want that.
That is a
Like
good
that.
idea.
One day, yes, that's goals.
That's a not yet.
Also,
Yeah.
Furry, I don't stream
But
on
I
Wi-Fi.
like your thinking,
RiotCon, wow.
Mhm.
Oh, Doctor says DCC.
and that used to be the correct answer.
Yes, that's correct. It used to be the correct answer.
No, yeah, that's a bit of a bad news. DCC, no, I'm not gonna say that
Oh.
one.
No.
That's just.
No. We
that-
get extra.
Are we going to do an extra one?
What?
I think we do. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go to DCC, but we're also, I'll say it, we're also going to Facts,
Yes.
and that's a bit sooner.
Which one?
That is way sooner. And that's also a bit crazy because originally we had been told that facts would not be an option for us because there was an accident,
There was a mishap.
mishap.
Met-
You say it.
Yeah,
Something
they
bad.
had mixed up some things in the plan, and then suddenly things weren't working out, and our table was lost, our spot.
To someone
And
else.
yeah, and it's been wandering around, and then it got cancelled, and stuff happened, and eventually someone really did his best, and suddenly we got a message like, "We fixed it. You're gonna be there," and we hadn't counted on it anymore. So we had told everyone we're not gonna be at Facts, but apparently we're gonna be at Facts.
So you could
also-
just imagine us sitting there in our pajamas, like, wait, we have a convention again?
Weren't ready. Yeah,
Uh,
weren't ready.
well,
How do we do this?
But that's within 3 weeks. We have to order everything.
Yeah, we have nothing. So stress and well,
Which is partially why I was like, yeah, forget about catching up on Foxtober. If I want to order everything and
it
finish
requires a lot of
Octobers,
planning.
I need two Octobers. So that's crazy. But it is gonna be awesome, and we're really going all out. We actually have not one but 2 stands.
Yeah,
It's like,
you should clarify that one a
Epic.
bit.
well, basically, it was like, oh, do you know a nice neighbor that also needs a spot? Or like, yeah, we have an extra table. We have a lot of stuff. Let me look into that. And it was like, oh yeah, okay, let's do this.
so yeah, we're going to have the biggest stand we ever had at Facts.
Yep,
And then we had
definitely.
to decide like how are we gonna fill it, because we haven't even during Corona new art has been created, but no new merchandise because there wasn't anything to sell it at. So we had to look at like what are we going to make designs of, like
So much choice.
and all these arts, and like oh, this one hasn't been used, this one hasn't either, like
Every
oh my
art
God.
in Foxtober 3 has not been used on any type of merchandise, or the Twitch art, or the new Foxtober art. So we have a lot to pick from, and we probably have to, on the pile of art prints, we have to put a lot on sale and get them out of stock because people won't go through a pile this high. So we'll have to trim it and add new stuff.
Wait.
So there's
Does this mean we have too much art?
Right now, yes.
So
Oh, there's never
This
too much art.
problem has happened before.
how can
Yes.
we choose what art to bring then?
Like when the money is gone, we cannot order more. That's how we choose.
Yeah, and by the way, Furry Baron, Dark Dragon Books has its own stand on facts. If we gonna add Dark Dragon Books to our own double stand, we die. It's too much. So, but yeah, if I have to finish the order for the pillows tomorrow. So if any one of you guys have seen an art that I made in the last few years that you really would like to buy a pillow from, let us know during this stream, and I will make sure it will be part of the pile of pillows. Because there are so many arts to pick from, we cannot pick all of them. So we have to make very difficult choices. So just in case you really were looking forward to that specific art on a square pillow, just let us know during this stream. And if nobody wants a pillow, that's fine too. But but if any of you does, then we'll make it work. Because who knows? Maybe you want smoky skeleton fox pillow, and we don't dare to print it because not everybody dares to cuddle scary skeleton pillows. But some of you might, and you just don't know. So yeah.
Oh, if you don't like
And-
to
and we
cuddle
go-
the scary
Go to
pillow.
Instagram. Go to our
this one.
Instagram. Look through the art. If there's anything that stands out to you, like, oh, I really must have this, and send us messages or whispers or anything, whatever you want. Reach us through any means. Send a raven. We will make sure that the
Look.
things get ordered.
It's so cute and cuddly. Look. Sorry. Yes, but
Facts
just know
in-
that. Oh yeah.
In 2 weeks, it's 6 and 7, right?
Yes, 6 and 7.
Yep. So soon.
Very soon. Very, very soon. So yes, that's gonna be mad, but it's gonna be fun also, and mad, and awesome.
Sounds like it's
Oh my
also a interesting thing that people could actually ask for a specific art on a pillow. That's usually something we don't do, right?
I know.
Usually, we don't have the time to take requests.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly a
Hey.
fox wizard appears.
Appears. Yes.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening indeed. Pillow
And
collection.
Mermaid Phoenicia says, I prefer the merfox.
We have several. Just like the little one. The
Or the one that was drawn in your Foxtober book.
like something like this, or was it? Let's see. Or did you mean this one?
Ah, Foxtober 3-day one. Yes.
This one. Yes. Okay, cool. It would be a square pillow. Would that be alright?
It likes to live in its own bubble.
But the bubble's round, the square isn't.
Or
Mm-hmm.
they don't make round pillows. No problem. Alright. So is that a deal then? This on a pillow for facts. I heard you were there on Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could just imagine doing a shady deal like that. Okay,
Hmm.
so I've got this merfox on a pillow here.
Yeah. Round throw pillows, not yet. It's technically it's possible, not within the time and not within the budget
No,
at this
not right now.
point.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, if you, Phoenicia, if you instruct your boyfriend, I'm sure it will do just fine.
Kaneko
What
has
are
an
dakimakuras? Are they sponge
hug
bed
pillows.
Hug pillows.
Hug pillows.
We need more budget.
Yeah, we have the 30 by 50 centimeters. It has the dimensions of a hug pillow, but it's really quite indeed tiny for a hug pillow. We don't. I don't know a good place to make them that delivers quality. And indeed, it shouldn't be super expensive to make.
But it's interesting to look into at some point.
Yeah.
But,
Pillowcase is also fine.
yeah, but they also always come combined, so you're gonna have one with the part on the inside,
The filling, yeah.
the filling. But yeah, it's I will add the Merfox to the pile then, because it was not on the list. So you actually have a very unique pillow design there.
Yeah.
But we will keep it behind the stand then, because if we put it on the table, it might sell. And then oh yeah, where's my special pillow? It's gone.
And it's gone.
A
Yeah.
hug pillow for cats. Then, in that case, we should make them of the fishes.
Fishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, the
That's
one.
the pillow cats want to hug.
I'm sure they love this one then. Fish. Oh no, wait, they want wait, this one. Let's see, and it should be this one.
I think Luna would
No,
work as a
don't.
hug pillow as well.
Hug me, roar. Nope.
Don't think cats go for that.
Where did my drawing go? There we go.
Pillows are 25
Yes.
euros.
Did Mermaid Venetia already get her A0 poster? Kaneko thinks that Luna should be on a hug pillow.
No, but it's good that you mention it, because I still have to order the posters, so I can add the A0 poster to that order, but only if you think that you can also afford both at the same time.
Oh,
I mean, so just let us know if that's something you want. Not yet, but we don't have the place for the big ones. For the big ones.
small arts, not A0
We also
posters.
have smaller ones.
Yeah.
We also have smaller ones.
Yes. I
Oh,
mean,
we have them. So just let us know if there is anything you need.
smaller ones.
And for now, we.
Yeah. Jay is flexing.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at him.
Yeah,
He's
Phoenicia had the Fennec fox as a poster. Good luck.
Jay is in front of all the art prints.
Give me a second. Fennec,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
No.
It's in the same pile as Summer Fox and stuff. The Polar Fox. Yes, I know, Furry.
Let's see, Fennec, Summer Fox.
Jay, please point out, show them how big the area is in which all the art is.
About yay big. Right now.
But they're also on the ground, right? So you can't see it all.
Yeah, I'm not
because
going for
they're
that one.
also-
I'm currently scanning through. Oh, let's see. Like this one? Shit, I dropped one.
And another one. Yes, that's the Fennec.
Ah, yeah, that's the one.
Yep, we've got it.
The one.
So yeah, I've got that in. We've got that one in stock. It's a
Yeah,
big.
being in front of the stock is quite nice for these kind of questions.
It's
Thanks,
a
a fox wizard. I'm really glad you like that one. Sorry, Jay.
Also, Lil Corey says, legit, if you guys ever make a nice, family-friendly, fun body pillow print, I'll buy it so fast. I can't find anything non-sexy, whatever, with just a nice, fun print. Yeah, well, probably if we start making body pillows, they'd be fun and probably
Cheeky.
family-friendly. Yeah, nice.
Curious, yeah. The B-side is often, if not always, lewd. I do. I'll do one. I do. Pitching an idea, convention streams. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of doing that. Not the next few because I need to look into internet costs and stuff like that because a stream eats into your data thing.
Yeah, but we've also been playing with the idea because it would be fun. But you also need to be able to interact. If you guys are looking at us, ignore you. That's not really super fun. But also, if we're only streaming and not interacting with anyone in front of the booth, then that's and maybe privacy could also be something that we have to look into. Not everybody wants to be on film. Some people are camera shy but do want to buy something. So there's a lot to think about that that we have to do.
We do,
But it is
however.
something.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Continue. I'll wait.
Yeah, so it's something that we want to do, but and we're looking into, but I don't know how to solve it. And if you guys have ideas, they're always welcome.
So there is an alternative, and we are actually looking into vlogging some of our conventions. So you get to see how we survive.
Yeah.
Something like that.
No, but actually going through the entire, from the get-go. So going from packing to actually traveling to to arriving on location, etc. Just vlogging just about everything, just to see the life of Howling Riot on the road. If you guys think it's interesting, of course.
Yes, indeed. We also need to stay awake. Except at night, then we need to sleep and not work. But stuff usually does happen.
Copious amounts of caffeine are consumed during the making or during the actual running of the stand.
Yeah. Well, it depends. I also have had a lot of conventions where I couldn't go to get some coffee. You know, then there was a coffee break, and I'd run to the coffee stand and back, and then Els was there like, "Where have you been? All the customers of today came when you were gone."
That's true, though.
Keeps on happening. They wait until I'm gone and then they attack.
Yep.
And I'm there, and then nothing happens. I only see that Elsa's money. That's the only proof that there have been people at all.
Oh.
Or else you'd think I was lying.
I think you put in your own money, Else.
Usually at the stand,
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
that rich.
lots of caffeine with me because I refuse to stay there without, copious amounts of caffeine. And actually leaving the stand is rare. Usually I have about a couple of minutes time to get something to eat. And, oh, no wait, Else is usually panicking.
Break a day.
What, bathroom breaks? That's before and after, right?
Unless you have an emergency.
Yeah, sure, but that's it. It's usually like, oh, I'm going to go to the toilet after this one.
Yeah, well,
after this one.
We don't do human rights in Howling Riot. You really
Human rights.
lose them.
Yeah.
What rights?
Yeah, no.
Well, actually,
No, that's a luxury. Say goodbye.
none of
to
us
it.
get it. Well, we try to take breaks. If there's a bit of an easy moment, we tend to go and see if we can go to get some food, to go to the bathroom breaks. And always when you come back, there's someone standing there, wild-eyed behind the stand, like, "Where the hell were you? You should be working right now."
But I've only said hi to 3 people. Why did you take forever? You know, it really doesn't matter who you are leaving behind.
Yeah.
True.
Customers always come when you're gone.
Oh,
We're less intimidating when we're not all together. Maybe that's it.
It's especially fun. Like, is dot 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 insert name here there at the stand. Went on a bathroom break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Wait, it's busy over there. Make it in half an hour then. Oh yeah, no, we'll come back in a bit later on, and then
Like,
3 minutes
no,
later.
give your money. First give money,
Yeah.
then come back.
Also, both Curious and Furry, no.
Huh?
No,
Fox
just
Girl what?
yeah, no.
What? Bad.
But yeah, it's hard work behind the
No,
stand.
No, bottles, not a good idea. That is dangerous because what if someone else thinks it's apple juice?
Ah,
No.
customers
Just 100
come in
times
droves when you
no.
leave for 2 minutes. Yes, little Cory.
You know all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Little Cory, will you be at Facts? Or DCC?
I mean, if so, I should come by to show off these.
Hmm. Don't stay away too long, though.
But it's going to be weird being at a convention again. Fun, but
Yeah,
weird.
definitely.
And I can just, I'm looking forward to it. And maybe this time it's going to be chaos. Other chaos.
Well, we also thought like, oh yeah, well it's been, what is it, about 2 years? So the next convention will be so well prepared right in advance, and then suddenly a wild convention appears a month earlier. Like, oh no, are we gonna start it off like that again?
Yeah.
Are we gonna start off in chaos and deadline pressure? How?
We were going to make a good fresh start. So much for that plan.
Little Kaori, you say no, unfortunately not. They were fully booked, so I'm on the backup list for Abunai. I do have a booth at AnimeCon in December. But are you at the backup list for Facts? And do you want to go to Facts? Because I heard there were a few stands cancelled. And who knows, you might actually be in time. But then you need to want to have the stress that we are having now by having a convention this close in time. So think about it. But if so, I know which person to contact. So then just send out something and I will send who to ask.
Also,
yeah.
if you have ideas to improve the booth and wanting to revamp everything, do it now. Otherwise, suddenly a wild convention appears.
Yeah.
Or get Howling Riot's second stand.
Precious.
Ooh.
Would be fun neighbors.
Would be fun neighbors, yes, true. Maybe if we're very short on money. It's like, oh no, the stand is too expensive.
Yeah, it'll be like the house market. Like, okay, we've got this much floor space. How much do you want?
No, they need the second stand. Yes, we do. We probably do.
we weren't needing it when we didn't have it, but now we have it. Now we have
Now we need
plans to need it.
We'll make sure we need it.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
use it.
we can always use extra space. I mean,
I
Mhm.
never, especially with Elsa, I have never heard her say like, "Oh no, you can use that space." So now every bit of space needs to be used, every bit and more.
One time we had half the artist alley at some point.
yes, in J-pop at J-popcon, that
And
was a lovely time.
else got it filled entirely.
Definitely.
And then somebody
Hey,
came
hey,
back like,
Para.
"Can I have a table?" And she was like, had to think about it, and then like, "Yeah, I guess you can," and then it worked out. But that was an
I
interesting time.
I remember actually building a big wolf head to use at stands. I think it has been used once.
No, a
I
couple
don't
of times.
know, a couple of times. But we don't need extra stand filling. The wolf head was freaking awesome, but it doesn't sell. We're not allowed to sell the wolf head.
What? We could we
And
could spend it somewhere. I mean, we have the clock thing now.
hey, good evening, Para. Good to have you back.
Yes, good to have you back indeed. It's been a while. Are you all right? I have returned.
Phoenicia says most of the time she has lots of people at my table when I'm trying to eat. That also happens. Like stands empty. Like stands full. Stands empty.
And it and
Like, you take a bite and somebody's like, "How much is this?" And you're like, "Blah, blah, 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 blah." And they're like, "Sorry, how much is?"
it gets
But-
even worse. Then people go like, "Can I take a picture with you?" Selfie mode. Click, and you're like,
Hide.
Well, usually when you try to eat, people want to give you a hug.
Nobody comes near me when I'm trying to eat. That's dangerous.
Yes, correct.
You do not disturb wild animals while being fed.
Yep.
That's on the list of bad ideas.
Like, don't touch the food if you want to live.
Mm.
And
Also, damn, Paramiog, that sounds pretty intense. Pretty much
Yes.
a bulletproof monk now. Almost broken every bone in my body and recovered.
last
Wow,
part's
you're
pretty
like
important.
a completely
Like,
new person now.
Did you fight a mountain and the mountain lost?
Something like that. Yes.
Kaori is actually, little Kaori is actually confirming what we say, so that's good. We really should do the vlogs just to prove these sort of things.
Yeah.
Also, Furry, I have seen someone cosplayer spit out food because the hook was too tight. That was what was bubble tea?
Yeah.
Mm.
Little Cory has given up on bringing sandwiches. Candy muesli bars, but I could also suggest the Jack Link's beef bars if you want some more meat-like stuff.
Substance.
Oof. Oh, that's not
yes.
good, Para.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I remember. You had a car accident. That must feel like a mountain, though. But I'm glad you've recovered. I mean, that's intense. And it's probably also really late / early in India now. Fruit
shaped candy is close enough to actually. Yes, ketchup also is our vegetables.
Yes, and so is cacao. How do you say? Cacao beans are vegetables, so chocolate is healthy, right?
Yes.
Sugar beets are beets too.
So sugar is
natural.
half a vegetable.
It comes from nature, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very natural. Cocoa beans.
Ketchup
is a smoothie.
At conventions, your standard food might drop pretty pretty quick, at least for me.
Yeah, you don't remember what good food tastes like anymore.
Good
You're
food.
just surviving. You're just hanging on for dear life.
I can just especially when we go to facts or something. Or when we were doing the Dark Dragon book stands at Gamescom. I remember the time when we were driving back, and suddenly usually it's like, oh yeah, we need healthy food and stuff like that. Now it's and at the end of the weekend it's like food. I don't care as long as it's hot. I don't care if it's junk food as long as it's warm.
Mm.
That's good.
French fries is veggies.
Yeah. And
Uh,
yeah, something like that. And here I had hoped that I would lose a lot of weight because I did not have conventions, but then we had Corona stress, so I gained weight anyway.
yeah,
well.
it's not fair.
Oh well. And yes, candy for staying awake, sugars, it works. But yes, you'll bring them with you forever if you don't watch it.
I need another COVID situation but then one where we all can't go to work again, but the gyms are open.
Yeah. And we all get free money, so we all get to spend it on the gym.
Wait,
And
free
on
money?
healthy
Where?
food.
Yeah.
Sunday night McNuggets. See, someone is. I mean, it's a thing. Everyone falls victim to that. I mean, I
No,
always
not
remember.
anymore.
I can see all. I always see a couple of people that have dealer stands at the fast food drive-ins, just so they have something to eat when they drive home.
No, I haven't eaten a chicken nugget anymore ever since one had mouse fur.
Ah!
Oh,
I
yeah.
Oh God!
ate
Yuck.
it.
Okay, someone.
Yeah. Well, as much as I joke about Cat Planet, I did not intend to eat a mouse nugget.
Yeah. Well, that sounds
So
worse than
that
a
was
banana.
my last chicken nugget ever. I haven't, I lost all appetite for it. Oh yes, we do cook our own food, but if an event is 3 days, then by the time the event is over, the kind of food that you have isn't edible anymore, especially if the convention hall is quite warm for a couple of days, and the place where you're staying doesn't allow you to use the fridge.
Oh,
Yeah, that
yeah.
was- yes, I remember that. That was bad. Like, yes, you're allowed to be here, but yeah, I'm you can't have that in your fridge. I don't want meat in my fridge. I don't want cheese or anything like that in my fridge.
Yep.
So that has to stay outside of it. Like, oh.
Yeah, you can throw your food away.
Basically, yeah.
I think that was when we at a Airbnb in Leiden, right? We had that.
Yes, it was. It was. It definitely
Yeah.
was. And I mean, it was a friendly guy, but just that part was really like, you're making us spoil food. This cow now has died for nothing. But yeah,
Oh well.
it's a thing. It's a thing.
There are so many things that happen during conventions. We could fill a book with it. One day we
Oh,
should.
don't start.
Or a YouTube channel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do as soon as we are back up and running and have a bit more healthy rhythm. Soon, I hope. We should do stuff like that. Welcome to the convention life.
Oh, yeah.
And Furry has a good point. He wonders who will claim Doodle Time this edition. I don't know
Oh yeah,
actually.
good point. I still had to ask. Does anyone want to claim Doodle Time? If not, I just continue working on Luna. So
Mhm. I'm seeing some stories being exchanged about car crashes.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Curious. That's also a heavy story.
Wow.
Also, doctor, the last few years during Abunai, we have dinner at the hotel's restaurant. You know, places where those things are possible are a blessing in between. A lot of places where there's just like you're shoved out of the building and there's a parking lot and then there's miles
Nothing.
of nothing.
Thank you for paying for your stand. Now get out.
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, but also there are sometimes people who come and bring food, like
Oh, that's amazing.
you
Yeah.
get an orange or you get a cup of coffee, and those people like you're sleep deprived, and they give you something like, oh, thank you. That's
Oh,
great.
that. Yeah, I remember the last DCC we did. That was someone actually gave you coffee to give to me. That was good. I needed the caffeine.
And yeah, and also once at Elfia, someone came by and had an entire basket full of apples and just went by every stand and every dealer got an apple, stuff like that.
Happy
It's
dealers.
Mm-hmm.
it's just a small gesture, but as someone who runs a booth, you just remember because you're like, oh, what have I done to deserve this apple? Thank you so much.
On the other side, we
Yeah.
have given away food as well to people who are just
Oh yeah.
zombieing around. It's usually candy or something, but we've had people that we know just trudge by running on empty and just like stand still, have something to drink, have something to eat before you continue. Otherwise, you'll drop.
And it's
Yep.
not like the people who are running a booth can't afford to get some food. It's just, you're in a certain mind state. You just don't allow yourself anymore.
It's a time thing. You can't eat an elaborate meal or something. You can't have something that might stain the merchandise or something like that. So you have to really take care of the thing. You really think about the things you can and cannot eat or drink.
Yeah.
Containers that
And
can
so
easily be closed. That's a
yeah.
yeah.
And if you want a warm meal, then you have to be able to make it with a water cooker or without electricity at all.
Yeah.
You need to bring your own cutlery, and y- if you're outside or inside, we all always bring like these grocery bags full of food. Um, and every convention is the same again. So if you have a lot of conventions, eventually you just like, oh, this food again. But it's food and it works, and at least it stays
Oh,
fresh.
or the food
We've learned
or
which
food runs at Elfia. Those are horrible.
Well, the food is usually a lot nicer than on other events.
Yes, but when we
It's
have a
another type
stand,
of horrible.
you have to get the food without people coughing, spitting, or otherwise breathing on it. And you have to get the food through, well, overcrowded lanes. That's, oh,
yeah. Oh well.
oh
Yeah.
here.
Let's call it a special kind of charm.
Yeah, Phoenicia sends her boyfriend out for food.
Uh, Yeah, maybe that's a smart idea. I'm gonna find myself a boyfriend next event.
Mhm. That's the way to
Lots,
do it.
lots of biscuits and candy bars. Yes, the sugar intake is. Mm.
Real.
Also,
Yeah,
yeah,
indeed.
yeah,
You're at booth, you're busy and you forget to eat. It just happens. It's a mind thing. You're in a different place. And it happens to everyone simultaneously. You're just all together in the same hypnosis.
And at the end of the convention or fair or whatever, you can see all the dealers standing there with that 1,000-yard stare in their eyes, like we survived, and now we just have to pack everything and get out of here alive.
The Mondays after conventions are hard.
Oof, yeah. Not looking forward to that one. But we're
Who
in
knows?
luck.
Maybe everyone is very rejuvenated after all those years.
Well, I think the first ones are going to be easier because you're not months into sleep depriving yourself like on a schedule. It's kind of more of an exception now than it used to be. It used to be just like it used to be a pattern, something you don't stop doing because you've always done this.
Very bad habit.
Yeah.
I think
shadow work.
I think the first convention will be quite heavy because we're out of the I'm out of the completely out of the rhythm, the habit, everything. So
Hey, I'm looking forward to doing effects again without being KO behind the stand because of fainting. Because that was my last fact.
Yep.
In 2019. So I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't seen this in years. No, I mean years.
Well, I haven't seen this standing up, like, vertically. You've seen it horizontally.
This is a nice new perspective.
I prefer effects with you being active, yes.
Wait. Girius says, I just had a thought. I'm doing a lot of meal prep. I do cook fresh meals 2 or 3 times a week and have the rest in bins to eat later. What if you take those type of bins and take these to a convention and put the food in those? You can close them up, they're sealed and keep it warm. Yes, we do that whenever we have, with some recipes that we know can survive that certain convention. So you have, at least on the Friday, you have some food. But food that is going to survive for the entire convention.
If you don't refrigerate it or keep it boiling or something, it will go bad. If it's fresh stuff. And if it's not fresh stuff, then it's not fresh stuff. So that's the tricky part of it.
And it's not impossible, but, it is always tricky. And especially if you have been in a plane and you fly, bringing food, prep meals is tricky. And also, you just have so much space. So everything you bring, you cannot bring something else that you can sell. So you're always wondering whether you want to sell something or whether you want to eat. And yes, you want to eat, but you don't always feel like, okay, then we won't eat something that we brought from home. We'll find whatever food is at the location. And then when it's really busy, you just postpone, you eat late, or what you get is not very healthy anymore. Just stuff happens. But sometimes it does work. There are some dishes that we make that do work. So usually, especially with the fairs closer by, like effects, on the first day, we usually have fresh food. Sometimes on the second day as well.
But when it's 4 days, it's gonna be yeah.
Oh, that's.
And Paramilk, Amstelveen is definitely not close to Abunai. But thank you for your offer. I think it's the other end of the Netherlands.
And
So
at
what?
Abunai, you're already covered with food and a stay close by, so.
Yes, but it's very appreciated.
And that's a good idea, Curious. Actually putting it in a bin or something like that after you buy it. That's a really good idea, actually.
How to do boob shadow? I don't know. Usually my foxes don't have boobs. Let's see. It shouldn't be a problem because I also know how to draw normal boobs. But somehow this is like, I don't know anymore how to boob. Shadows. I'm making a mess of it. Luckily, there's this undo button. Like, no, this looks horrible. Stop that.
By the power of editing.
Doing it again.
Yeah, I gave it like a gazillion shadows. I don't know. Maybe I should skip the shadow altogether on that side. Eh.
Like that's a problem for later else.
That's how we're thinking about conventions now, right? That's a problem for later.
Hmm.
Maybe like this. Maybe this is better.
Open is only in Dutchcon within 1.5 hours drive. Wow.
All right. Dokumi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's the weather
wow.
today?
Yeah, it was pretty good weather, right? Everybody had fun.
Yep.
Sensitive subject much? Yes.
Yeah, that's a painful one.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll live. Ish.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, what the hell are they talking
Yeah.
about?
What is this awkward silence?
Well,
Oh.
let's say it. I mean, otherwise people are keep wondering.
Yeah, we had before the COVID happened, we wanted to have our first double booth at Dokumi, and so we paid them a lot of money to get that booth, and so they then COVID happened and it was postponed and again and again and again, and the event couldn't happen. And then the first event happened that could take place, but it was still very much unsure. So they asked everyone to send a message if they wanted to postpone again to a later date. And Elle sent an email
In time.
to them, to the address that they specified, that she wanted the booth to be postponed, but they didn't get it.
So they say.
Somehow. And so they set up a booth anyway, and they are in no way giving us our money back because they felt that we should have double checked
If we were on the floor plan.
And they actually had an empty double booth in our spot, and we paid 700 euros and we're not getting our money back.
0.
And we tried to strike a deal even to get it partially refunded. And then they said, if you respond within 24 hours after they ignored us for a week, then we'll deal with some, we'll fix it. And then they got a message from us a little later than that, and they said like, no, we gave you 24 hours, so now we've done all we had to do, so we're not gonna solve your issues anymore. We're gonna keep your money. Suck it.
Yep. Basically.
So we had no double booth.
And no 700 euros.
Yeah. We gave them free money. It exists.
Yep.
Yeah. and you're not gonna. I mean, you have the proof that you sent them an email. You sent them that email a couple of times. They just ignore it. Like, no, yeah, even if you did send the email, yeah, too bad, but we don't have it, so.
Sucks to be you.
It did.
Oh,
Yeah. Your problem, not ours.
yeah,
So that was not fun. And that's why we weren't at the last Dokumi.
yeah. And the thing is, you don't want to start a fight with them because Dokumi is a convention that usually works well for us, but especially during COVID times, you really feel stabbed in the back by a convention like that when they keep that amount of money. Because that was a lot of money for us as well. And
Yeah.
we even told them while booking the booth that it was a lot of money for us, and we had some negotiation or some talks about whether or not we should do that. And we decided, all right, let's do this. Let's go for it. Let's go for the extra big booth. And then, yeah.
Yeah. So that
Smacked
was a
in the
bit of a
face.
disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
No. No corporate laws
The
to
thing
recover
is-
this one.
The thing is that if we start a legal fight with them, they probably won't let us in on their convention again.
We'll probably
And-
just get backlisted. They have no
Reason.
Yeah, they have no obligation to allow us on next conventions. So basically, it means that if we want to have a booth at all in next year's, we just have to suck this one up, and it's annoying, and it's very unfair. But it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Good night, furry.
Yes.
And yes,
Last
lawyers
time
cost
you want
money. That's correct, Mr. Brand.
Yes. That's true.
Yeah. They probably cost more than 700 euros to get us our
Yes.
money back.
Yeah. So it's not worth the stress and the making enemies part, but damn it, it just feels so unfair. We really tried our best, trying all kinds of emails to convince them that come on, at least even if it's partially, or just give us a discount on our next stand, anything, so that it doesn't feel as unfair. Nothing.
Nope. So, yeah.
I think Dokumi doesn't really care if they have a lot of art stands. They just want to sell stands. It's commercial enough that it just doesn't care about stuff like that, because artists are poor peasants to them, or at least that's the
I don't
feeling I
know
get
if-
sometimes.
Well, I didn't get that feeling from Dokumi.
Well,
They have a lot of floor space for artists, and artists tend to do really well on the convention.
I'm just angry.
Well,
guess.
Yeah,
we do know how they how Dokumi is doing well, and they can afford floor space. Sorry.
yeah.
That was
We
that one
sponsored
was,
them, yes.
that one was too easy.
Yeah.
But-
yeah, it's a thing.
But we're looking forward to a good fact where we do have a stand. 2, actually.
Definitely, where we have a
1.5.
double stand. And it's gonna be in the same corner as we usually are. So people can still find us in the usual spot, which is pretty cool.
See you
I
later,
think-
Doctor.
Good night, Doctor.
Head International. Oh. When is fact? 2 weeks, right? Or 3? Soon.
The weekend of 6 and 7 November. I've been doing all these shadows very fast and easily, and then this one pops up like, oh yeah, let's do this 100 times.
There's always one. Or 2 in this case. Anyway. I do wonder how. Yeah, it's going to be unreal doing this again.
Conventions, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to
Definitely.
like, okay, we know this, but how does it go again? And as soon as we are there, it's like, oh, yes, that.
I think it'll be like cycling again after a while. I think we'll catch up pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun, and we're bringing the special mermaid pillow.
Yes. Nisha,
Oh, Kirish.
if you were to find out that you cannot take the pillow, please let us know in time, because tomorrow I will send out all the pillow orders. I think in the second half of the day. So if you do change your mind, let me know in time. But I think it will be alright. You could say those shadows are going tits up. Really curious.
He went there. Yes.
He went there, yes. Well, can't blame him. I think a lot of people want to go there.
Oh. So who will be going to facts? Who will we see there? I mean, we know there
Yes,
we
I'm
can
very
probably
curious.
see Nisha. Doctor and Furry probably won't be there. Measurements out as well. Or maybe there's an entire different crowd that hasn't seen us yet a year on the stream.
I certainly hope people will show up at all, or we made a, or we might lose the money of a double booth again.
Ah, that's it. I'm sure that's going to be okay.
I hope so. I hope so.
Different South of Netherlands. Oh, yeah. Oh, Wise One might be able, might make an appearance as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, yeah.
Just to ease in this this world called conventions again. How does this feel again? How does this work? What are these people? Do you have an event somewhere next April and May? Facts again, right?
Yes, we'll have facts in April. Belgium.
And
yep.
I think isn't there a DCC around that time as well?
Could be. Could be.
It sounds so far away now, but I know you just blink a couple of times like, okay, it's April again. Conventions, lots of them.
Yep. Probably.
Gears has nothing but respect for Luna. He knows what happens to him if he doesn't. Oh,
Wise.
Para might be in Europe. France, Germany and Belgium.
Belgium matches. Let's see.
And Koneko lives in Switzerland. It's a 7 hours drive.
Oh! Oof. Koneko, do you know when the next Fantasy Basel will take place? Will it be in October again? I would really like it if it were not in October. Because that's a difficult month. And I don't want to skip Foxtober, at least finishing Foxtober again. But I do want to go to Fantasy Basel by now. I heard so much about it. Else it will take? May 2020. Oh.
May. May is a good month.
May is a good month, yes. Could you send me the information, Koneko, as soon as you have it? Oh, Nancy, do you still have sound working, or is it just my sound being weird? I thought I heard you say something. Or I thought I saw you say something, but not hear anything.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I may have. I've noticed some connective issues, so maybe my battery is low. Maybe I just pressed the wrong button. But if I lose connection again, I have to switch to a different headset.
I figured Nancy was just signing because she didn't have something to say in the last few minutes.
It was like she was
just-
playbacking, like, ah.
I'm just shy.
Yeah, but
Shy? You? Since
Yeah.
when?
Never.
Since a few minutes.
Oh, no, Doodle's trying to
Newfound
take us.
shyness.
Yeah, I found it in a closet somewhere. I thought I'll wear it today. Sounds like fun.
Does my
Feeling
shyness
cute,
look
feeling
good on
shy.
me?
It's like almost shiny.
Shiny.
Shiny. Oh,
Shyness.
oh, that's.
They were
Oh,
Shyness.
ow.
She went there.
Are you trying to compensate for Furry already going to sleep? You're you're talking without sound again.
Yep. Ah, she can't talk back.
So, Rincy can't talk back. Let's do this.
Ha ha ha. Deliver to our mercy. Woo! From now on, she will obey our every
Oh,
order.
yeah, will
and,
I?
Oh, gone. Nothing.
Nothing happened. Hello.
Hello.
Never. Gearius is proud.
I'm squeezing out the last juice out of this battery.
I can just. Why can I just imagine you choking the mic like work?
Interesting. I'm looking at Fantasy Basil link right now and like, oh, cool. In May. And I was like, oh no, I hope it's not at the same time as Dokumi. But Dokumi is in June and not in May. Even though they are a week apart and I'm gonna die, but at least they're not in the same weekend.
You will only die if the stance comes through, right?
True.
Sorry.
Ouch. but true.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. They know.
Oof.
Yes, thanks, Kaneko. It's really interesting.
Switzerland.
It would be really cool. Kaneko, you will have to help us and show us around a bit in Switzerland because we've never been there. At least I have never been there.
I wonder
So
who
we're gonna
will
need
be.
your help, Cyril.
Wonder who will run the Switzerland con.
I know I will.
That would be weird if you weren't. Well, we already had that at DCC once.
Yeah. Miok, Dubai is a bit out of our financial league, I guess.
They
We
do have a good event. I read it recently.
Sounds good, Kaneko. I mean, we haven't been outside of Europe for conventions so far. We want to eventually.
Yeah, but I am very interested. But you know, we have to make things work financially to get there. So and right now, doing the conventions that we're already doing and making sure that we invest in having a lot enough stock there to sell takes up just most of the budget. So that's one of the reasons why we're not going all out. But yeah, I want to go there. There's a lot of places that I really want to visit. I want to visit Japan and the US, and there's
Definitely.
a lot of interesting places for us to go. But yeah.
I wouldn't say no to sponsors, Miok. I'm very open to sponsors.
Going to
But
Yeah,
Dubai for a convention. That would be weird. Just
it's
imagine
I'm
easy.
in.
No
just imagine
sponsors.
saying that like, "Oh, no, we can't next week. We're in Dubai for a convention."
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's pretty
Well,
crazy, but
my
cool.
parents are going to be in Dubai
What?
n- next weekend.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So my mom is like, "Can I wear this or should I wear this?" And just all the time
Is this Dubai proof?
she's just telling me about all the things and
Rubbing
she
it
has
in your face.
yeah, I have to wear boots. Like you're going to the desert, you're going to wear boots. Yes. Like, are you afraid there's gonna be sand in your shoes or yeah, you have to wear boots. But do you think leather boots are going to be too warm? Yes.
You have such a
You're
bad.
going to the desert. Yeah.
Why do you torture me so?
Yeah. And they're going to go by plane and do these round trips and just they're going to an event. There's all kinds of stuff happening and they're going on a business trip and I'm staying home to feed the dog.
Yay.
Yeah, very special
Oh,
feeling, like blessed.
have fun over there while I'm here stuck.
How is it going to be warm there? Yes, very. Yeah, yeah, thought so. Is it cold and rainy here? Yeah.
No, it's going to
Thought.
be warm because for this kind of stuff there's a special layer in hell.
Yeah.
Little Cory, if someone will pay for my hotel, flight and food to appear at a con in Dubai, I'll happily go.
You and us all. Yeah.
You and me both, yes. Yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
Misha, that's good news. Yay! So it's on.
It's
I have a pillow to prepare.
Dubai is pretty hot for Europeans.
Yeah, no
Are you
shit.
talking about temperature-wise, or are they hot for? Huh? Huh?
Oh, yeah, you can read
oh,
that in two ways.
I don't think that was what he meant. But yeah, no, Europeans are not made to last through that kind of heat.
Yes.
All
We
Europeans
struggle.
are going there and going to complain.
Oh, Paramedic just says both. Temperature and otherwise as well. Oh. Oh. I guess I need more bodyguards then.
That's going to be expensive.
It's gonna be hot. Temperature wise. All those people around you trying to bodyguard you. Not too close to the body, not too close to. Ah, crazy.
Most of it is
Yeah,
air
probably.
conditioned. Oh, that's good.
That's good indeed.
Most of the desert.
Yeah.
Like they should have like this huge dome over the city, and then place air conditioning there. Like
I've,
the planet wouldn't live much longer, but it would be kind of refreshing.
I've seen too many science fictions to.
No, that won't end well. Yes.
Yeah.
But it always starts with someone saying that would be a good idea.
Yeah, let's put a dome on something. And then everything goes to well.
What could go
An
wrong?
experiment.
When the going gets hot, the
No, not
the
the
tough
tough.
get air conditioning.
No. The tough one just are just going to take it and even don't complain. But that's tough are not going to be Europeans.
Did you say Europeans at the end?
Yes. And
Was
then
there anything after that?
yeah, Europeans aren't going to be it. Something. I don't have a long enough memory to know what.
Okay. I just wondered if your sound stopped or that I'm just looking at the delay and that I was just slow.
I don't know. Maybe something got clipped, but I don't have any battery issues right now
Okay, cool.
because I'm not on a battery anymore.
Let's see, what can I do to finish this out any further? I should just tidy up the fox orange text. It's a bit crappy.
It does look great. The shadows, the shading really finishes it.
Thank you. You think the boob shadow's okay? I'm really insecure about that. I redid it only 20 times. 25,
I think it's okay.
maybe. Yeah?
Yeah, and if it's not, you'll notice tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Don't
probably
look at it
just
today.
look at it again. I'm like, oh, I'll probably change it 10 times more. And
Yeah, this is what it's gonna be for today.
yeah. True. It's true. Mashaban says, I have some credits waiting for you. Maybe we should talk. By the way, Mashup Man, I do know I still have to enter your message. I simply didn't have time yet. But do know you are on my reply to list. But it's not going to be for tonight anymore, which is what you asked. I'm really bad at answering messages lately because I had so much to do. I did finish the Abonai poster though. It's a thing. It's a good thing. It's an Abonai thing. So, but I didn't even get to replying to everyone that replied to the Inktober posts or celebrated my birthday. And like, oh yeah, I still have to do that. I still have to do that. So 1 year later, thank you for your birthday reply last year and this year. I'm working on it. I hope I will get to it easier now that I have at least decided that I'm not gonna push too much art out this month. Well, probably I still will push out way too much art, but at least not all from the same project. Blah. You guys should talk. I should shut up. I'm talking blah.
We need the JoJo Bizarre stand generator, I guess.
Always. This part needs some shadow. I think. Just a bit.
I have a diagnosis result. My stand name is Deadly Trick, and my ability is going fast. Haha.
What?
Haha.
You should see her drive.
I'm going to diagnose again. It's still the same.
What's that? Can you send me that link as well? I'm really interested now.
Yeah, I'm going to send it.
Send it.
Meshupman says, no worries, but no, I have some means to help you recover some of that lost con money. I also have plans. Devil smiley.
This one is better, the one that I put in chat. Now it is
Interesting.
country roads. Country roads. My ability is vantage conversion info. The user can convert any weakness into an advantage and vice versa. Ooh, making weaknesses strengths and strengths into weaknesses. That is a very, very, very fitting one. Method of activation: tongue. What? Limit or more susceptible to may not be able to turn the converted advantage or disadvantage to normal. And a range is 25 meters. Some tongue I have.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's my generated stand.
Oh, apparently my name would be Country Roads. My ability, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My ability would be Organic Preservation. User can preserve any organic substance, whether living or dead, and keep them fresh and keep them from rotting and decomposing. At will.
So you basically just enter your name, or how does this work?
Yeah,
this is going to be interesting and a nice way to earn money.
I am the judge. My ability is environmental defiance.
Oops. Didn't mean to click send.
Maybe unable to ignore lethal environments. I have a range of 10 meters. I am confused.
Oh, this is horrible.
User can ignore the effects of any environment they are in, allowing them to do things like standing in water without getting wet or walk in lava without getting burned. Unlike adaptation, the user is basically ignoring the environment itself as it was beneath their attention or notice. Well, that's one ADD trick I still have to master, but sure. That's crazy. Funny though.
But
Yeah.
mine is actually interesting because as a child, I remember coming to this conclusion that strengths are weaknesses and weaknesses are strengths, depending on the context. I remember, being 8 or 9 and just having this bright moment and suddenly realizing this. So, yeah.
Okay.
And ever since when a skill of mine is used against me, I like, see, it's proven again. Or when I managed to turn a disadvantage into an advantage, like, see, proven again. It's still correct. It's all just based on the context and how you want to see it. And I also see Crorian. Hello there. Was lurking for a while, but just stopped being busy. Gotta say, I love this color scheme.
I'm glad you do.
Oh,
Cool,
yeah, the
cool.
bot. And gone.
Yes.
The bot got shot.
Mhm.
Oh,
To be
that
fair,
name is
this
fine.
bot wasn't named something spammy, so that's pretty cool.
We had a special bot.
They are evolving.
Yeah.
Oops. I'm throwing things on the floor. I'm not
Whee!
Yeah, these generators, they are not really precision tools, but they're fun.
Funny. Maybe I should I give the background a bit of a blue feel? What should I do? What section?
You know, it's funny. The Dutch actually says that the Twitch stream quality is unstable, but it has been quite stable up until now, I think.
Oh, yeah, for me it is. I don't see any problems.
So far, so good. Yeah.
Oh, Para also asks, is the COVID situation better now in the EU?
Yeah, much better.
Yes.
Yep.
Most people are vaccinated by now. So I guess we're at 80 or 85% of the population, and they wanted a bigger percentage, but I think this is pretty okay.
In the category of horrible jokes, we are at 80 and 85%, and after a while, it'll grow to 100, one way or another. Sorry.
I wasn't paying attention. I was reading about Fantasy Basil.
Preoccupied much?
Nisha says, although she doesn't like it, she still looks cute as a vixen. I'm glad you think so, Nisha. I think so too. She's very foxy. She doesn't agree, but it is true. I think it's clearer when the background is a little darker like this.
Yeah.
We still have the grungy effect.
how is the situation, the COVID situation in India? Because we haven't heard ever
True.
since it was out of control. Um, and now it's not in the news anymore, so we don't know what's going on. Is it better? Is it same? Or just please let us know.
Yep.
The third wave in China. Yeah, China is an interesting story uh, with what they admit and what they deny. 1 billion vaccinated already. Okay,
Wow.
how many times is that of our population?
How many billion people do we have on Earth?
7.
Respect.
That's 1/7 then. That's pretty
Wow.
impressive.
Respect.
Yep.
And on that bombshell, we have reached the end of our stream already.
That went fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, fast.
Do I think
Right. Let me
Luna
check.
got pretty far?
Yeah.
With the design like this? I mean, you still have to clean up the line art a bit, but besides that, I think we got quite far.
And it was fun talking about the convention life again.
Like,
I hope you guys didn't take it as bitching about it.
yeah,
Oof.
we
Oh yeah.
are looking forward to it.
Also, there probably won't be a stream in a couple of weeks on Sunday because we're here on the convention. Oh, I forgot.
Yes, we won't be at home for the stream for during facts. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of you are going to see us live, so
Yeah.
go for it.
Glad
So
you like it, Kaneko.
next Wednesday will be a Chaos and Coyote stream again, where we will be playing another game. I don't know which one, but we'll see Wednesday. And after that, it's going to be another Foxes and Coffee, where there's some doodling, maybe, or some conversations.
Yep. Well, definitely some drawing, right?
Yeah.
And definitely some conversations, like unless everybody wants a stream where we're going to stare into the camera and say nothing for 1.5 hours.
1.5
Staring
hours?
contest.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Do you know that I'm going to be recording a a video and just looping it?
We're going to spend 1.5 hours just only responding to each other by facial expressions.
Don't say that. People actually might want to see that. Anyway,
Sorry, that
We'll have
would be
to pass
funny.
through it.
thank you all. See you later. Have a good night and have a good
Yes.
week.
Definitely.
Yes, see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.